What's up, YouTube? So we're going to do a discussion today. Today I kind of wanted to do a little discussion about the comparisons between yo-yoing and skateboarding, and basically what I think we could do to help grow the yo-yo community in a similar fashion to the way skateboarders and professional skate companies continue to grow skateboarding. Now, skateboarding is wildly popular. It was always kind of a niche thing back in the 90s when I was a kid, but I did it because I thought it was fun. I wasn't ever very good at it, but I did it because I thought it was fun. And, you know, now my kids are sort of getting into scooters and skateboarding and all that stuff too, just because they think it's fun, and it is fun. There's a really high learning curve. It's really hard to actually roll on a skateboard and just stand on it. That's why when you see most little kids playing on a skateboard, they're like sitting on it and rolling. But I think it's a really good comparison to the way yo-yoing is there's a really, the learning curve is pretty high, but once you sort of get over that initial hump, it's really very user-friendly and can be very fun and relaxing after that. So lately I've been watching a lot of YouTube skateboarders, and a lot of them are professional skateboarders, or they're guys that are at least sponsored or whatever, and tons of them have just life vlogs and stuff. Guys that come to mind, Andy Schrock. I like Andy Schrock's channel a lot. I like John Hill a lot. I like who else? Braille skateboarding. I like the Braille guys a lot. Anyway, I mean, I don't really even skateboard. Like, I can roll down a hill on a skateboard and not fall down, but that's pretty much the extent of my skateboarding. I'm pretty sure if I tried to kickflip, I would just fall and break myself and not get back up. But what I've noticed through watching these guys and their YouTube vlogs and their skating vlogs and what have you is that basically they just walk around, they vlog, they're positive, and they just try to, you know, put their skateboarding in a positive light. And sure, they're skateboarding tricks, but most of the videos, honestly, are just them talking. And it's not necessarily even them talking about skateboarding or whatever, it's just whatever projects they're working on, hanging out with their friends, and just doing stuff, you know, just talking. I mean, some of my favorite videos of them that I've watched have just been videos of them just talking about, or telling stories, or whatever, or showing off sights and what have you. And I kind of feel like that's kind of part of what's missing in yo-yoing is, yeah, I mean, I agree, there's a learning curve with yo-yoing, and it's there. It's hard to throw a yo-yo down and get it back up at first if you've never done it before. And, you know, from there it's hard to learn tricks. But once you sort of get over that initial hump, it's not that difficult. You know, I mean, it's difficult to become the world champion, but it's difficult to become the world champion at anything. Is it difficult to throw around on a trapeze and do some, you know, just pretty cool, pretty fun tricks and just blow off some steam throwing a yo-yo around? No. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a coordinated person or I've got much hand-eye coordination, but I do it. It blows. I blow off steam. So, what is the yo-yo community missing? What does the yo-yo community not do that the skateboarding community does? A big thing, in my opinion, is that we don't have professionals who aren't necessarily top competitors, who just kind of wander around and vlog and do their daily yo-yo thing. You know, I'd say probably the closest guy we have to that is G2 Jake with his yo-yo vlog. But I mean, even that, like, he's more or less the owner of his own company, and he does a lot of that yo-yo related stuff. He doesn't really get into like the other aspects a lot of times of yo-yoing and all of it. So what do we need to do? Now, in my opinion, you know, a lot of yo-yoing ends up on Instagram, and I think that's a mistake, and I really think that that's sort of where we're going wrong about it, because you get really short clips on Instagram, and yeah, it's nice to share tricks and all that stuff, but I don't feel like Instagram really leads to the growth in the community. You know what I mean? Like, videos don't go viral on Instagram. In fact, a lot of Instagram channels are, or a lot of Instagram accounts are very like hidden, and you have to be accepted by whomever's account it is, and then so the ability for a video to go viral and inspire other people to do it is just not really existent on Instagram. Also, just the way Instagram's laid out, it's you put something up and it's gone in a couple of days. If it's popular and it gets a lot of likes or whatever, I mean, yeah, that's great, but it's gone in a couple of days, and you'd have to really go searching for it to be able to find it. So I really feel like what needs to happen is more professionals, more sponsored players, and just people like that need to be on YouTube doing a vlog and doing it consistently. I feel like that's the other thing that skateboarding videos and those skateboarding vlogs have, is they have guys who are out there every day putting out a video, or 5 days a week putting out a video, and they're repping their brands, the brands that sponsor them. Andy Schrock owns Revive, but he also sponsors a bunch of players. Those guys all skate Revive boards. They do unboxings of their Revive packages and all that stuff. And really, we don't have anybody in the Yoyo community that does that. I mean, could you imagine? Let me put it this way to you. Gentry Stein has 2,000 or so. I haven't looked at it lately, but the last time I looked, he had 2,000 or so subscriptions on YouTube. He might have had 10 or 12 videos over the last several years, and they're solid videos. It's solid content. But could you imagine if he really went in to like build his channel? And I'm not calling out Gentry Stein by any stretch of the imagination. So don't be like, oh, why are you calling out Gentry? I'm not. But could you imagine if a player the caliber of Gentry Stein or somebody like that put out a video every day where it's just like, here's my yo-yo life, and he just talked to the camera, did some yo-yo tricks, clipped those in. If that was his job, I know yo-yoing is technically his job, but what if he had a yo-yo vlog on YouTube? I mean, some of those videos, if he was to sort of follow the trends of other vloggers and stuff, some of those videos could go viral. Other accounts could spring from that. There could be, like, for example, John Hill, who is on Revive, has a vlog. It's a skateboard vlog, but it's also, just John doing stuff most of the time, wandering around, running errands, and he vlogs. He's a nice guy. He projects a positive image, and through that, his buddy, who he skates with who he did skate with on a regular basis, Dale Decker, also started a channel. So another YouTube vlog sort of spawned out of John Hill's vlog. John Hill's girlfriend also has a vlog. So it's just sort of things start to link together and communities start to grow and get bigger. And that, I feel like yo-yoing could do that too. I feel like we could have that. But it seems like every time somebody starts doing that, like for example, when Ann Connolly did her cool vlog, she did a few videos while she was over at Worlds over in Iceland, just kind of filming stuff, or maybe it wasn't even Worlds, maybe it was the EYYC, actually. I think that's what it was. There were a couple cool videos there, but like nothing came out of that. And then I know she's busy and she's got, a job or whatever else she has to do and all that, but then it's like, we get this start, or there's like a little start or a snippet of something that could grow, and then that sort of build goes away. And I really think that's sort of where we're failing in the yo-yo community, is that either companies that sponsor players aren't sort of trying to give them enough incentive to sort of start a vlog and do a daily video that just, allows the community to grow and other things to sort of spawn off of that. Or the yo-yo pros, the guys who are a pro, the players who compete, who are sponsored, who do all that stuff, just don't put the time and effort into, filming their daily activities and what have you, and talking to and building a community. And I'm not saying they all have to do that, or that they're bad people for not doing it, or anything like that. What I'm saying is, is that we need to learn, if we want the yo-yo community to grow, and maybe nobody wants the yo-yo community to grow, maybe I'm one of very few people that does, but if we want the community to grow, we need to put out interesting content that's not just yo-yo tricks. I apologize for this kind of turning into a rant, but I can tell you guys from personal experience, even when I have professional yo-yoers come out and do yo-yo tricks on my channel, a lot of times the videos that are trick heavy are videos that don't get the most views. Now, if I put tricks in between people talking and looking at new stuff and opening boxes and things like that, then it's cool. People will comment on the tricks. People will comment on the things that were in the boxes and stuff like that. But if I, for example, so I did Trick Wars, and we're going to do Trick Wars again. The Trick Wars that got the absolute most views was the one that I put together and did at the Ohio State Yo-Yo Contest. And that's got something like 800 or 900 views right now, which is great. And I'm excited about that because that's really good. But a lot of the other ones are only at like 300, 350. I think maybe the one that Sam and I did, the first one, maybe has 600 at this point. But I mean, it's not like the trick heaviest videos that I've done don't get as much, just don't get watched as much. And whether it's me or whether it's somebody else or whatever, they just don't get as many views. But if I sit here and talk a bunch and then do some tricks, I mean, those videos, I bet this video gets more views in 3 weeks than most of the Trick Wars videos do. And those have probably more thought out tricks and took me longer to edit and longer to put together than, I mean, I'm driving. That's all I did in this video, is I drove and I talked. So, what am I trying to say? Where do we go from here? We need professionals, not guys like me, professionals who do this kind of thing. Talk to a camera. Do yo-yo tricks as well, edit those in, absolutely. But talk. Become a personality. Be somebody that other people can connect with. Because, yeah, your yo-yo tricks might be amazing, but if nobody knows you and nobody connects with you, you're not going to build an audience. And you'll be gone and forgotten as fast as the next guy comes up. So, in my opinion, that's sort of what we're missing. And I apologize for this turning into a rant. But I'm sort of looking for a call to arms, I suppose, of guys who are better yo-yoers than me, trying to sort of either start a vlog or start a channel or start being active in the community, especially active. Being active on, like, Facebook, in the Facebook groups and what have you, I think is incredibly important, and I don't think it's a thing that happens often enough. So, it's not hard. I know everybody can say, oh, well, I'm busy, I'm this and that. And, you know, don't tell me about being busy, because being busy is what I do. Interact with the community. If yo-yoing is your thing, if you really like yo-yoing, interact with the community more. I can't tell you how many, like, if a professional interacts with the community just every great now and then, that thread blows up and everybody wants to participate and everybody wants to talk, and it's usually an outpouring of support and love. So, for professionals to not participate very much, or to just sort of ignore the online community, or just not comment or participate very much, I mean, it's sort of, I think, a disservice to the rest of the yo-yo community. It would be so easy to do just a little bit more that it just doesn't, and it doesn't happen. So that's probably going to be it for me today, guys. That's going to be my rant. But I think in order to grow the yo-yo community, we need more personalities and more people more actual professional players who are able to put themselves out there, put out more consistent content, and who are able to interact with the community on more than just a trick level, but actually a personal level as well, because I think that really is something that allows people to connect with you and can also be inspiring within the community as well. So that's going to do it for me today, guys. I got to go get the kids, but thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I do crazy stuff like this all the time, and I randomly talk to you, even though I'm generally just talking to myself in an empty car. But thanks for watching, guys, and cheers to you, and I'll see you next time.